Rainal on here. Today is another build showcase, and it's the Convectrix. So let us immediately start. Starting with the mods. The mods I'm using is the Efficient Beams. This is an exclusive mod for the Convectrix, I think that's called. And what it does is when you hold the trigger and you're not hitting enemies, you're not doing damage, your ammo doesn't get consumed at all, which is quite nice, and also gives us a massive amount of status chance, 150%. This is a heavy status chance weapon, so this mod is a must-have in my opinion. It's very nice and very good. We're using a cleanse mod. It's not maxed out, but you should max out your cleanse mod. It gives you a multiplier damage to a specific faction that you're fighting, and you can just switch it between zones. If you're fighting Ganir, you use the Ganir one. If you're using you're fighting Corpus, use the Corpus one. Infested one. It's all up to you. It's, in my opinion, the best slot for this. There's nothing better to put on than a Bane. So yeah, Shotgun Barrage, a lot of fire rate. This weapon loves fire rate. Galvanized Hell, multi-shot, kill stuff, get even more multi-shot. Shotgun Elementalist. This is a very good mod on it. We are going to be proccing a lot of status when it comes to slash. So the enemy is going to have a lot of slash procs on them. And it also gives us magazine capacity. So what it says here is status damage that deals slash, heat, electricity, toxin, blast, and gas damage. So it nearly does double damage to all of the dots that do damage over time. And slash is there, so slash will do even more damage. And we're going to be proccing a lot of slash on enemies. Toxin Barrage and Frigid Blast. Frigid Blast gives us cold. Toxin Barrage gives us toxin, that gives us viral. Toxin Barrage is maxed out, but Frigid Blast isn't, or vice versa. It's all up to you. And the reason I didn't max this out is because I want slash, as you can see there. Slash has a 83.3% chance to proc when I'm proccing status on enemies, and viral has a 78.1. Slash is our main source of damage, so we want slash to be the highest chance to be procced. So if I were to max out Frigid Blast, viral will be higher to proc, and viral has a cap while slash doesn't. So we want to proc more slash than viral. So yeah, that's one of the biggest reason I'm using a unranked Frigid Blast. You can do the same if you have a max rank Frigid Blast. You can just use unranked Toxin Barrage. It's all up to you. But yeah, that's one of the biggest reason. And Galvanized Shavy, slash chance, and direct damage for status on a target. We have multiple statuses, as you can see here. You can also use a buffer like Siren or a Nourish user and remove viral and replace it with like corrosion or magnetic. It's all up to you, and you will do even more damage. So yeah, another thing is you can like remove one of these mods and use a ribbon. As you can see here, the ribbon disposition on this weapon is phenomenal. So you can create a disgusting status ribbon. So yeah, that's pretty much the mods I'm using. For the Arcane, Primary Merciless, you can use Deadhead, but Deadhead has a problem is if your slash kills an enemy, you won't get stacks. So I find the Merciless more consistent, and it's all up to you. You can get those stacks really fast and quick, but I find this more fun, especially has a reload speed, and it's quite nice. So it's up to you. You want to use Deadhead, use Deadhead. If you want to use Merciless, it's all up to you. So that's the Arcane I'm using. The stats, as you can see here, has phenomenal stash chance, critical chance, critical multi if you're not building for it. It's going to crit sometimes, and it's going to do pretty solid damage, and has a huge fire rate. And yeah, those are the stats, the mods, the Arcane. Time for me to show you in game. So I'm going to spawn regular start chart, level 55. Orkin Battle Groove, and I'm going to be killing them. As you can see, when I'm shooting, you can see at bottom right that ammo is not being consumed at all because of that mod. The moment I'm doing damage, it's being consumed. As you can see here, it's proccing some disgusting slash procs. So if I were to just point my laser on this heavy gunner right here, for a split second, it's going to die. It procced 15 slash in a split second. 13 slash and 10 stacks of viral. So this thing procs a 21 slash, 17, 18. So for a split second, 16, and yep, this is a very powerful single target DPSer. For regular star chart, it's overkill, so I will highly recommend not using it. But for Steel Path, it's also overkill. So I'm going to be pointing my laser at this heavy gunner, so for a split second. And as you can see, 45 slash procs in a split second. 22. So it does less damage, of course, they have much more survivability. 38 slash procs. 37. 61. As you can see, it's going to be proccing a lot of slash. So now if I were to just put my beam on them, you can see that guy has nearly 300 slash procs. You can pause the video and see. Let's see this warden. 100, 200, 300, 100 slash procs. 200, nearly 300. Yeah, it's quite disgusting. This is a very underrated single target DPSer when it comes to slash proccing. I will say this is the highest slash stacker weapon in the entire game. Nothing comes close to Convectrix. So yeah, that's the Convectrix build. I hope you enjoy. Thank you everybody for watching, and please leave a like, it will help me out a lot. Subscribe, and see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.